Hello and welcome. Today we will test your knowledge on light, levers, and slopes. Light passes easily through which material? Glass is transparent, so it lets most light pass through. What is the turning point of a lever called? The fulcrum is the fixed point a lever turns round. A sloping surface used to move heavy objects is called a dash. An inclined plane spreads the work over a longer distance, so less force is needed. Which object produces its own light? The sun makes its own light through nuclear reactions. In a lever, the object being lifted is called the dash. The load is the weight or object the lever moves. Which is an example of an inclined plane? A staircase lets people rise to a higher level using less effort at each step. Light bouncing off a mirror is called dash. Reflection happens when light hits a surface and bounces back. Which tool is a first-class lever? Scissors. In a first-class lever, the fulcrum sits between the effort and the load. Which road uses the principle of an inclined plane? A longer, winding path reduces the steepness, making climbing easier. A rainbow forms because of dash. Sunlight bends and reflects inside water droplets to split into colors.
Wow, you made it halfway! Great job! Are you ready for a fun break? Which is the largest planet in our solar system? Jupiter is the largest planet. Did you get it right? Tongue twister. 6 slippery snakes swiftly slid past 7 sleepy sheep. Try saying it 3 times without making a mistake or laughing. Did you make it?
Ready for round 2? Which material is opaque and blocks sunlight from passing through it? Opaque materials do not let any light pass through them. Why is a wheelbarrow easier to use than carrying a load by hand? The wheel acts as the fulcrum, so less effort is needed to lift the load. Why do builders use loading ramps? Ramps let heavy loads be moved with less force over a longer distance. Which object forms an image by reflection? A mirror has a smooth, shiny surface that reflects light to form a clear image. Which lever has the load between the fulcrum and effort? In a second-class lever, the load sits between the fulcrum and the effort. Why do shadows change size during the day? As the sun's angle changes, the length and direction of shadows change too. Which simple machine reduces effort by increasing distance? Inclined plane. A longer slope needs less force, but the object travels a greater distance. Which is a translucent material? Translucent materials let some light through, but scatter it, so objects look blurry. Which tool is a second-class lever? The wheel of a wheelbarrow is the fulcrum, and the load sits between the wheel and the handles. A person climbs a hill using a zigzag path because it dash. A zigzag path is longer but less steep, so it needs less force to climb.
Fantastic effort! Whether you got every question right or learned something new today, you're becoming a better scientist every time you play. See you in the next challenge.